Hello, Libras, and welcome to this, your April 15th through April 30th reading and predictions. How's everyone feeling? We've just come through some pretty powerful energies, and the last reading that I did for you also indicated that you guys had some decisions to make. I mean, in your last reading, you had four twos, and we've just come through the energy of the solar eclipse. Hmm, let me see. Comet screaming past our planet, Mercury going retrograde, certain space agency firing rockets up into the ionosphere, and something about a collider starting in Switzerland. Yeah, some pretty crazy energies going on at this point in time. But getting back to your reading, Libra, have you made a decision? Have you made a choice? The last reading that I did for you, covering the time frame April 1st through April 15th, indicated that you definitely needed to make a decision. Once you made a decision, there was a possibility for a move, travel, a fool's journey, heading out into the world and making some pretty dramatic changes in your life. Let's dive into your reading and see what comes up. Before I start pulling cards, I'd just like to ask if you could watch this video all the way through until the end. There's two reasons for this. One of them is personal. I'm still not monetized. I need some more watch hours, so please let the video run all the way through to the end. And also at the end, I will be pulling cards that have yes, no answers. So if you do have a question that requires a yes or a no answer, stick around till the end. All right, Libras, let's pull some cards for where you're at now. So I did have a card jump and oh, it did fall out. It went back in the deck and then it came out again. It was a little hesitant there. All right. Anything else for Libra for where they're at now? Just have the one card that came out for where you're at now. The Empress. The Empress, you are absolutely on the verge of birthing a new idea out into the world. The Empress is a card in the tarot that represents new creativity, brand new ideas, and actually physically getting those ideas out into the world. Almost always in the tarot, the Empress is depicted as a pregnant female who's on the verge of giving birth. And this card is no different. So, Libras, it absolutely looks like you have made a decision, you're moving forward, and yeah, things are about to get exciting for you. So, what is it exactly that you are birthing out into the world? Libras, Libras. You know, there's a number of you that are actually contemplating a move. Now, whether that's a move to a new geographical location, or just a move across town, a move to a different office, i.e., a job change. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up what I'm picking up for you, Libra, psychically, before I dive into the next batch of cards that I'm going to pull for you, is that you've outgrown your current space. Those are the words that are coming in for me. Now, that may mean, like I said, you've outgrown your office, you've outgrown the company that you're currently in, you've outgrown your house or apartment. But either way, I feel like you've grown and you've expanded, and your current location no longer, the current location where you spend a lot of time, is just not serving you anymore. So let's dive in to what you are focusing on for the latter half of April for Libra. Now, else? What else are we picking up here for Libra? It's interesting because I'm only getting one and two cards jumping out here for you. I've done some of the other zodiac signs, and I mean, there's cards jumping all over the place. So it's interesting because we get the sense that you're more focused at this time. Also, I want to point out as well that you have the Empress. This is part of the major arcana. And now, in your focus, you have two more major arcana cards, indicating that what you are currently experiencing may feel more intense. You may feel it more strongly than, if these cards were coming out of the minor arcana. But anyway, um, let's move into this card first. You have the breakthrough card. Uh-huh. Yeah. Excuse me. Not surprising to see this card because once you actually make a decision, it does feel like you're making a breakthrough, like you're moving ahead, like you are going to actually birth this idea out into the world. This is a really powerful energy. And I mean, even look at the picture on the card, right? We're having a breakthrough. We're breaking down walls. We're breaking down the glass ceiling, if that is your case. I don't know where that came from, but I felt like somebody needed to hear that. And yeah, you're having a breakthrough and you're focusing on this. You're actually focusing on this, Libra. So that's actually a good thing. And then you also have the Beyond Illusion card. Now, the Beyond Illusion card corresponds to the Judgment card from the Major Arcana of the Tarot. And this is a card that allows us to be able to see beyond the illusion. Obviously, that's what it's called. But it's about being able to see the bigger picture. A lot of the times when we go through life, we go through life with these blinders on, the blinders that they put on horses so that they're not shocked or surprised during a parade or something like that. The vast majority of us go through life with blinders on. We can't see what else is going on. That is done by design. That is intentional. Because if you keep your blinders on and they can keep you distracted enough, you're not paying attention to the bigger picture. You're not paying attention to your possibilities and opportunities. Instead, you're focused on the news, the media. Oh my goodness, war over here. Oh my goodness, attack over there. Oh my goodness, this, that, and the other thing. And you're focused on this and you're going, oh, I'm just going to keep myself small. Mm-mm. Breakthrough and Beyond Illusion cards together? Uh-uh. It's not possible for you to stay small anymore, Libra. It's not possible for you to stay quiet anymore. The other meaning behind this card is also judgment. Okay. Now, does that mean that you're allowed to walk through life judging everybody else? No, 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 no. A lot of tarot readers will interpret this card as, oh, as if it's permission to go out and judge. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If you go back and you study the tarot deeply, the judgment card is about sitting in judgment of ourselves and the journey that we have taken to get to where we are today, where we sit in the present moment watching this video. What worked for us? What didn't work for us? I sit in judgment of myself. Was I sitting in judgment of others? And what was the outcome when I sat in judgment of others? Does empathy, compassion, generosity serve my highest good? Or should I go into that place of blinders and threats and war and fear? What works for me? That is what the judgment card is about. What works for the individual, not sitting in judgment on a high tower for others. Mm-mm. So, what are you focusing on, Libra? Having a breakthrough, seeing beyond the illusion, and sitting in judgment of self. Let's take a look at your difficult influences and challenges for the latter half of April. Difficult influences and challenges for Libra. Okay, that was fun. All right, so the first card that came out in Difficult Influences and Challenges is the Magician. The Magician, another major arcana. Powerful energies here. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Yeah, Four of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Okay, so some budget worries here, maybe postponing something, putting things off, procrastination a little bit, Libra. But in the order in which the cards came out, let's look at them. The very first card that came out in your difficult influences is the Magician. And I think really this is probably the most important card to come out in your difficult influences because this is a card that reminds us we are magicians. We're powerful beings. We have the ability and the capacity to manifest the world that we want. We have to take our blinders off. We sit in judgment of ourselves and we can see the world beyond the illusion that has been created for us. And when that happens, we have a breakthrough. But first, you have to recognize your own magic. You have the Eight of Pentacles coming in here. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is about doing the work every single day. It's about putting in the time, the effort, the knowledge in order to be able to, the phrase that's coming in is you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow is really one of the meanings behind this Eight of Pentacles. And the other meaning behind the Eight of Pentacles is in order to reap what you sow, in order to become the master at your craft or your trade, you have to stay up to date on your knowledge. That includes attending seminars, classes, programs in order to make sure that you are staying on top of the knowledge that you already have and building upon that knowledge. This coming in your difficult influences, Libra, I hate to say it, is you saying, okay, I've had this huge awakening. I know certain things and I don't need to learn anymore. I'm good. I know it all already. Okay. That goes hand in hand with this Magician here in your difficult influences. Okay. This is probably the most important thing that you will hear from this reading. And that is everyday learning every day a little bit is more important than all of the rest of this stuff. Because if we don't learn something every day, what we're doing is we're putting those blinders back on. And we are seeing the world through this lens, this tiny little lens that gets smaller and smaller, the more closed off we become. So, Libra, I invite you, learn every single day. Now, the other two cards you have in your difficult influences, the Four of Cups is a card of postponement. It's a card of putting things off. Perhaps some people call this a card of procrastination. So you might be experiencing a little bit of that as we go through the latter half of April. And the Two of Pentacles, this is about needing to make a decision again with regards to money, but you're postponing that decision. You've got it on the back burner. It's up to you when you decide to make that choice. But, like the Empress, the Breakthrough, and the Beyond Illusion card, you're meant to be making decisions right now. You're meant to be learning right now. You're meant to be recognizing the magician within and creating. Magicians create all the time. So does the Empress. So I encourage you to continue to put stuff out there. No more procrastination, no more blinders, Libra. And I did pick up from the beginning of this reading that there's likely a move of some kind that's going to happen for the Libras very soon. And I get the sense that there is some fear about that and hesitation to want to move forward. And that's why these difficult cards are coming up for you. The cards of procrastination, the cards of postponing decisions about money, the cards of perhaps not wanting to go ahead and take some seminars and self-improvement classes and that type of thing. All right. How are you going to get over this little hump? How are you going to get to this breakthrough in Empress and seeing beyond illusion? How are you going to get through to this move? Messages from the universe. Journey within. Journey within. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter how busy you are. Every day, Libra. Take some time. Take 10 minutes. Sit quietly. No screens. No distractions. Go within. Journey within. Because even if you don't find the answers in that moment, in those 10 moments of sitting quietly, what you will do is reset the brain, reset the heart, recalibrate your it recalibrates your digestion, it recalibrates your connection between your brain and your heart. Of course, you have to have a connection between your brain and your heart. They have to communicate. It reconnects everything for you. And when you come back out of a meditation, you feel more motivated, you feel clear of mind, and that's when the answers come. That's when the motivation comes. That's when the inspiration happens. So, journey within, meditate. Whatever meditation looks like for you, it's different for everyone. You know what? How about some comments down below about what meditation looks like for each of you? All right. Let's see what's unexpected. Unexpected for Libra. Oh, Three of Winter. Three of Winter corresponds to the Three of Swords. Oh, it looks like the fairies are going to do this. Maybe the Three of Winter isn't going to be yours if the fairies decide to kick out a bunch more cards. We'll collect them all up and then shuffle them. Anything else in unexpected? Yep. Couple more. Anything else? Yep. Okay. So maybe the Three of Winter is not your card. What we are going to do is what we always do when the cards get a little overzealous. We're going to collect them all up. And we're going to mix up the smaller portion of the deck. And we're going to ask for 2 or maybe 3 cards for the unexpected for Libra for the latter half of April. All right. 2, maybe 3 cards, please. There's 1. 2, maybe 3 cards. There's 1 card out. Is there another one? We're going to go through the deck 3 more times. Ready? 1, 2. Anything else in unexpected for Libra? Nope. Okay. So we do have a 3 for you, but it is not the Three of Winter. It is the Three of Autumn. Three of Autumn corresponds to the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about finding your passion, following your passion. Birthing a new idea that you're passionate about out into the world. Having a breakthrough that the world actually needs what you have to offer. Seeing beyond the illusion and recognizing that you are powerful enough to get your message out to the world. Embracing your inner magician, knowing that you have the ability to manifest and bring it out. Making sure that you are staying on top of the skills necessary in order to be able to bring about this new idea and this new journey. What are you passionate about, Libra? What's making your heart sing? What makes you get those butterflies in your stomach? What makes you, when you go out and you're visiting with friends or family or meeting someone new, and they say to you, what do you do? What makes you tick? What makes you excited? What gives you tingles? What sets you on a path of talking about blank? That's what this card is about. Pursuing your dreams, your passions. And then it doesn't feel like work, right? If you're pursuing your dreams and your passions and what you really love, it's not work anymore. Let's go to your final general overall outcome. I'm getting called back over here to the itty bitty everyday witch. General overall outcome for Libra. All right. All right. So you do have the Five of Wands coming in here. Let's see what else you have coming in. Oh my, you have quite a bit here. All right. That's from there. All right. See if we can narrow this down. Final general overall outcome for Libra. 2 or 3 cards, please, for the general overall outcome of Libra. Come on. You don't want me to read this many cards, do you? I think it does. Libra, I think it wants me to read this many cards for you for your outcome. All right. 5 of Cups, don't cry over spilled milk. Don't cry over the past. Okay. There is much to look forward to at this time. 6 of Cups actually has a similar meaning to the 5 of Cups, a little bit different. 6 of Cups in your general overall outcome is the reminder that you can't go back to the past. You can remember the past fondly. You can look at the past and say, do you remember that? Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. But you cannot go back to it. That's the message behind that one. You have the Fool, new beginnings. You have the High Priestess. The Fool and the High Priestess next to each other. Like I said, Fool is all about brand new beginnings, heading out on a fool's journey. Didn't you have this card last month too? I think you did. High Priestess, do you have another card that has a similar meaning to the High Priestess in your reading? Yes, absolutely you do. Journey Within. High Priestess is all about getting in touch with our intuition and following our intuition. You have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is indicating the end of difficulties, the end of a battle, and being able to move forward from that. And finally, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is a card of too many cooks brewing the broth. If your energies are all scattered, all out here, you've got too much going on, and you're not focusing in on exactly what your passion is and what you want to be birthing out into the world, then there's going to be this scattered sense. And so, closing off your reading here, Libra, I encourage you to really, really knuckle down over the latter half of April. Really, really figure out exactly what it is that you want. Where do you want to be living? What do you want to be doing with regards to work or what you're passionate about? Who do you want to have in your life relationship wise? Now, I didn't really tap into that in this reading. There wasn't a lot about relationships here, but consider that as well when you're going through this process of figuring out exactly what it is you want. The High Priestess and Journey Within will help you in that regard. And once you figure out what you want, all of these cards are indicating you have literally nothing in your way to be able to achieve the goals that you're setting. But you have to actually set those goals and stick with them and recognize what they are. All right. Bring to mind your yes, no question. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. And as always, if you are interested in a private consultation, my details are down below. In response to your yes, no question, your answer, Libra, is this is the sign. This is the sign. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Please allow me the honor of doing your next reading for you at the beginning of May.